Pow, welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. New York Toy Fair 2017 just happened, so lots of Marvel Legend news, lots of reveals. Stay tuned until after the titles and I'll tell you my thoughts. Pow, welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. My name is Dan W. Make sure you're following me on Instagram. Right, let's get into it. New York Toy Fair day 1 of 2017 just happened. So we got lots of Marvel Legend news and reveals from Hasbro. So I'm gonna go down with the list in front of me and show you some pictures on the screen and I'll let you know my thoughts as I go along. So straight into it with the SpiderMan Homecoming wave. Now this is gonna be the Vulture Wings builder figure that we've already talked about in my previous news video. So I'm gonna run down the list in these figures, which I sort of got right in my last prediction video. So we get the first appearance Spider-Man, which is basically the Scarlet Spider-Man inspired costume from the movie. We also get the updated Spider-Man with the web wings, and we get two heads with this, one with the wide eyes and the other one with a more black outline focus sort of eyes. I'll show you a picture. There we go, looking good. And then we also get the Vulture, which is from the movie as well. So there's the 3 movie figures that we get in this wave. Now, as predicted, the comic figures are Moon Knight in its Marvel Now costume. Not my favorite Moon Knight costume, but it's still nice to get an updated Moon Knight figure. Then we get the Cosmic Spider-Man, and we get this with 2 alternative heads. We get the Cap Universe head and then an unmasked Peter Parker head. Now, can you see the resemblance, people? Looks more like an unmasked Stan W head, do you not think? Either way, I'm excited to customise a Dan W Marvel Legend. Moving on, we get the Tombstone. This looks like its comic figure. It looks like the animated series is a really good rendition of the Tombstone character. And then, as predicted, we get the classic Beetle. Now, we've already got the Ultimate Beetle from the Miles Morales, and then we also got the female Beetle from the Superior Foes. So now we actually get the classic Beetle from way back in the day. So that is your full set of Marvel Legends for the SpiderMan Homecoming wave. We also get a 2-pack, which we've already talked about, which is going to be the Ultimate Iron Man, and then we get the Spider-Man, and we're also going to get an unmasked Tom Holland Peter Parker head, and I think the resemblance is pretty good, to be fair. So that's going to be a 2-pack to go along with this wave. The second wave that revealed was the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 second wave, and now, as predicted again, it's going to be the Mantis builder figure. Now, it's probably going to be a Jubilee style builder figure, so not too sure how many of these figures are going to come without builder figure parts, but I'm going to run down the list and show you some pictures that got revealed. So the StarLord figure that we thought we were going to get the comic version isn't. It's another movie version, but this time with a long coat, trench coat style, and a scarf and a little smirk. So it's obviously cold in space, but it is a different figure to the first wave StarLord, but it's still a movie figure, which may disappoint some people, not myself. We also get an updated Gamora. We also get a Rocket Raccoon with much needed update on articulation, and we also get that tiny little Groot with his Ravager outfit on, which is pretty good. So, but that Rocket is really good. We get an alternative head, and as you can see, single jointed elbows, but some much needed articulation because the first Rocket lacked it on all levels. And then we get a Nebula as well, and it's really good to get a Nebula from the movieverse to go along with the new Yondu and the new Mantis. And then to the comic figures we get in this wave, we get an Adam Warlock with 2 alternative heads. We get an ex-Nilo, which is the sort of Power Rangers Goldar wannabe, I suppose, but he was in the Avengers in the comics a while, very recently actually. So we get him, and then we get the Death's Head 2, which a lot of people thought was going to be the builder figure, but it turns out it's going to be a single packed figure. So who knows what pieces will come with what, but Mantis is the builder figure, the movie version, which is probably going to disappoint a lot of people, but again, not myself. And then again, to go along with this wave, we get another 2-pack. This one's going to be an Entertainment Earth exclusive, and spoiler alert, it's going to be StarLord, a repack from the Guardians of the Galaxy wave, first wave of the year, with Ego, the Living Planet, but in his human form. So this one is the Kurt Russell lookalike. We get 2 heads with this. I can't really tell the difference between the heads. One looks happy, one looks sad, I suppose. But yeah, that's another 2-pack to go along with this wave. So that's the second Guardians of the Galaxy wave revealed. No news if we're getting a 3rd wave or not. My guess is probably not, but this is the wave that I was most excited about. My most anticipated wave was the Netflix wave. Now look at these: Daredevil, Elektra, Punisher, and Jessica Jones. Now, I'm a massive fan of the Netflix MCU series of Daredevil, especially season 2 with Elektra and Punisher. I really like Jessica Jones as well, and it's so good to have these figures at last So I'm really happy about that. No word of a Luke Cage or an Iron Fist yet, but we could get a second wave, you never know. So make sure you buy these when they come out. Now, they didn't reveal what else is going to be in this wave, but it has been rumoured that we're going to get a Bullseye, which is much needed because we haven't had one since the Toy Biz days, and then we're also going to get a Blade. Again, these are just rumours, but we were meant to get a Blade in about 2013 as a variant of the Punisher from the Epic Heroes wave that we never got. So there is a Blade figure out there that we had a prototype of it. I'm guessing we're going to get that figure in this wave. No word on the Build-A-Figure. Now, I would like a Kingpin Build-A-Figure or even a Luke Cage Build-A-Figure. Do you think about it? Luke Cage is a big guy, and if we're getting a Mantis Build-A-Figure in one wave, Luke Cage Build-A-Figure is very possible considering we've got a Jessica Jones, and Luke Cage did appear in the Jessica Jones TV series. So they've obviously been tooling him for a while. So I reckon we could get a Luke Cage Build-A-Figure, but that's just my guess. I'm probably completely wrong. Don't start tweeting that. But that's what I'd like. But that's the most anticipated wave for me. Really want those Netflix waves. We'll probably get them when the Defenders Netflix show comes out in probably about September, August maybe. I'm not too sure, but still looking forward to them. They also officially told us we're going to get a Jane Foster 4 6-inch version. They didn't say what wave it's going to be a part of, but we can probably assume it's 4 Ragnarok. But they never mentioned anything else from that wave. They just said we are going to get a Jane Foster 4. Now moving into the exclusive real quickly, Toys R Us seems to get the best lot here, so I'm going to go through these. We're going to get a Mary Jane and a Peter Parker. Now, I know it's definitely a normal Mary Jane, but I'm not too sure if it's a normal Peter Parker or maybe a Spider-Man with an unmasked head. I'm not too sure. I hope it is a sort of casual Peter Parker and a casual Mary Jane in a 2-pack. Hope they will do that. We're also going to get a Dark Phoenix, which apparently isn't just a reissue of the last Phoenix from the X-Men wave. It's going to be a brand new figure. And we're also going to get a classic Cyclops. So probably not the Jim Lee style that we've just got in the new X-Men wave. Probably going to be the one with all blue and the little pants type vibe. Google it, you'll see what I mean. And then this is the news that a lot of people seem to be excited about. We're going to get an A-Force box set, which is a Toys R Us exclusive. Now, they've said that we're going to get a She-Hulk and even a Squirrel Girl, which is pretty random, but people seem happy about that. But I can't seem to find any other mentions of the other figures. But I know that in the A-Force we get Dazzler, we get Medusa, and we've got Nico Minoru. So we've recently had those figures. We've just got Dazzler in the second X-Men wave. We've just got Nico Minoru in the Doctor Strange wave, and then we've had a Medusa already in the Inhumans San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. So we could just get repacks or reissues or repaints of figures we've already had and whacked in an A-Force box set, because just think we could get another Captain Marvel in that as well. So don't get too excited yet. It could be a lot of reissues, but Hasbro could surprise us, give us all brand new figures. I don't know. I'm just speculating. Moving on to Walmart. Walmart, I've got a classic comic version Vulture and Spider-Man 2-pack, so that's pretty good. That we're also going to get a comic version of the Vulture, the classic old man head style, and then we're obviously going to get a movie one as well to go along with that. But the 2-pack is a classic Vulture and Spider-Man. And then moving on to Target, they said that we're going to get 4 Ragnarok 2-pack. Now you could guess it's going to be 4 in Hulk, but depending on what we get in the wave, depends what that's going to be. Hopefully we get maybe a Grandmaster or a MCU version of Valkyrie. Who knows? I don't know, but considering they just gave us Mantis and Ego, the possibilities are endless, I suppose. I don't know all the characters in that film yet though. And we're also going to have Marvel vs. Capcom 2-pack. Now I'm not too excited about that because I don't play the game, I don't know nothing about it, but I'm sure you guys in the comments can tell me who is expected to be seen in the Marvel vs. Capcom 2-pack. And then they also mentioned we're going to get a 12-inch black suited Spider-Man to go along with the Hulk and Thor that was released and the Deadpool that are all coming this year. But again, I don't collect the 12-inch figures because I'm not that rich. Moving on to Walgreens, we've already seen the Invisible Woman going around on eBay, but it's now been confirmed officially that it is a Walgreens exclusive. So we get the Invisible Woman and Herbie, and then we also have been told we're going to get a Human Torch, a single packed Human Torch. So we're going to get a Johnny Storm, but I'm not too sure if it's going to be an all translucent orange figure or it's going to be like a normal with some effects. I don't know, but apparently get an Invisible Woman and a Human Torch, both single packed, which does mean, well, should mean we're going to get a Mr. Fantastic and a Thing somewhere down the line, maybe in a 2-pack, or maybe they'll both be single packed again later in the year. I don't know, but I would safely assume that we are going to get all 4 members of the Fantastic Four eventually. So yeah, that's a real quick rundown of everything that I've found out so far today, but it is only day one, so hopefully more reveals to come. Credit to all the people that took the pictures. Obviously I wasn't in New York, I'm sitting in my flat in Coventry, but shout out to everyone that was covering the event. I'll put some links in the comments below to people who took pictures, because none of them are my own. I'm not claiming they're my own. I have took them off Instagram and online, so shout out to all of them. But yeah, my most anticipated, I suppose, is the Netflix wave. Can't wait for that. So yeah, I'm going to leave you with that. I'll update you again if we get any more reveals. But my name's been Dan W. Make sure you're following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who, and my Twitter is Dan Who Reviews. So I'll probably see you again tomorrow. Pow.